Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to Zeus, Master of Olympus. Today we shall be setting up a colony for the mighty Atlantean Empire. Darn it. It appears as though I will have to import olive oil. Okay. 16. Olive oil. Fleece. Stating what I'm doing out loud. Da, 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 da. Release the sheep! Let them all run the world! I should supplant my food. Supplement, not supplant.
Hello, darling. Worship me, and no one will leave the city's embrace.
Okay. Once more with the fireballs from heaven. Mass destruction on a local scale. What kind of names are Yum and Zeph? Those are not names. Those sound like names you would pretend dogs make.
Worship me, the chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes.
Clearly, I should have considered doing some research before I started. It's a little bit embarrassing.
Hello, darling. Worship me, and no one will leave the city's embrace. Okay, gotta turn off any industry that doesn't immediately provide food or goods.
Worship me, and the supplies of the forge shall be yours.
Worship me, the chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes.
Okay, what's falling apart?
So the vendor was like, hurry up with those goods. And I was like, whatever. The vendor's such a dork.
Clearly, I didn't think my layout through.
Worship me, the chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes.
Though I don't think I would need to tell any of you that, now would I?
Worship me, and the supplies of the forge shall be yours.
My finances are so spectacular, nobody wants to fight me.
Hello, darling. Worship me, and no one will leave the city's embrace. Worship me, the chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes. Worship me, the chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes.
Where should I have put those estates? Where should I have put the big houses?
Worship me, and the supplies of the forge shall be yours.
Worship me, the chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, fun. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Bye. Oi. City planning is fine and dandy. Okay, how many people can fit in an estate? That's a serious problem with these older city building games. It's very easy to paint yourself into a corner. Seriously, why can this rubble not just be destroyed outright? I do not understand this. Must put in estates. Do not have capacity to remember last place I built. Close enough. I will have to concede this.
Hello, darling. Worship me, and no one will leave the city's embrace.
I can't wait to get back to Atlantis. Wine. Armor. Where to get weapons and wine and weapons on such short notice? Okay, just gotta... So shake my butt. I don't know why I'm singing the chicken song. I don't know a great many things. Yes, got to set aside some space for my construction materials. Black marble. Or a calc. And bronze.
Hello, darling. Worship me, and no one will leave the city's embrace. Hello, darling. Worship me, and no one will leave the city's embrace. Worship me, the chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes.
Worship me, and the supplies of the forge shall be yours.
Wait a minute. Wait. Crying out loud.
Worship me, the chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes.
Not terribly exciting, but that... But... I am the gamer. I am the game master.
Worship me, the chaste Artemis, and my huntresses will strike down your foes.
yes, of course, of course.
Worship me, and I will prevent predators from besmirching your city.
Stop off for wood, methinks? I don't know for certain. I haven't thought that far ahead. And never turned the lumber mills back on. Of course, how silly of me.
I want to be loved by you. I'll make your city as attractive as I am.
Worship me, and I will prevent predators from besmirching your city.
Hey, where do I buy wine? Wine? There you are, wine. Come here, wine.
I want to be loved by you. I'll make your city as attractive.
The Symphonia Ithacos has worked perfectly. The Oceanids may never be our best friends, but they have agreed to trade with us, and each side has absolved the other of any past slights. The Oceanids have generously offered to approach our cities in trade boats, rather than in their usual method, to make our transactions easier. You have done very well with Evanestus, but it is time to leave Egodico in charge there and return to Atlantis.
Funny how these names sound Greek.
Everyone on Atlantis has happily embraced the tenets of the Symphonia Ithacos. Certainly, the path we have chosen, that of peace and knowledge, will lead us all to greater glory. The gods have been upholding their side of the pact too. Except for a few rogue monsters, I haven't seen any more outrageously sized animals since we entered into this agreement. As long as we Atlanteans honor this pact, no harm will come our way. If we ever fail to live up to our promise, I don't want to imagine the horror that would befall us. Now, it is time for you to focus on celebrating the glory of your grandfather, Poseidon. You have the sacred cornerstone that you need for his sanctuary. Now oversee the construction of what will surely be the most magnificent building any mortal or god has ever laid eyes upon. Perhaps the central isle of your city would be the ideal location for the sanctuary. After all, it was on this isle that your grandfather first saw your grandmother.
Well, that would have to be more satisfying than the end of How I Met Your Mother. It is deities, for one thing.
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
Vippadiddly, diddle, hadadoo,
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you. If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
Take my wares, take my goods, all for a considerable markup. Yes, go there, go here, go everywhere.
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you. If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
I'd like to have pancakes. But I'm not going to get pancakes today. Pity.
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
Ugh, this again. I do not like it when you do that. I do not like it when you seemingly devolve for no apparent reason. That is quite naughty. Very, very naughty.
If you choose me, coarser
I'm
gods
not
won't be able
losing
to
my
touch you.
mind. That would sort of imply I haven't lost it in the first place. And that would just be ridiculous.
Worship me, and I will protect your city and heal your sick.
Yes, it's coming together nicely. If only I knew how to zoom out.
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
Worship me, and I will protect your city and heal your sick.
Poseidon, 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 Poseidon.
I think he was originally the king of the gods before the fall of before the Bronze Age collapse. And I think he might remember that.
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
Yes, 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 yes. We heard the song and dance earlier. Pipe down. Stop doing that. I do not like this.
Worship me, and I will protect your city and heal your sick.
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
Pyramids.
Worship me, and I will protect your city and heal your sick.
Please stop doing. Ooh.
Poseidon is very proud of you today, and so am I. The citadel of Poseidon is even more beautiful than I had imagined that it could be. All of your uncles have been patting me on the back and telling me that I've done a remarkable job raising you, and that you will certainly do a fine job when you climb to Atlantis' throne. That time may come sooner than you think. Don't fret, I'm not at death's door. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Since I visited Olympus, I have not been able to get the splendid home of the gods out of my mind. Jokingly, I asked my father what I needed to do to live on Olympus myself. To my complete shock, my father said that he longed to have me, the most capable and intelligent of all his sons, by his side on Olympus. He gave me a list of things I need to do to enter the Pantheon, and he promised to begin negotiating with the other gods to allow me into their number. In the meantime, your skills are again needed in another part of the kingdom.
At any rate, the fountain is a nice touch.
Once you have the city here at Lucippum up and running, Atlantis will never lack a good supply of construction materials. But there is a small quandary that we haven't yet solved. Our problem takes the form of a sphinx who resides in the area. Following the tenets of the Symphonia Ithacos, I sent scholars to find out more about her. The Sphinx responded to our scholars' questions with a question of her own. When our learned men failed to answer her correctly, she leapt upon them and swallowed them whole. Now she's roaming the countryside, eating everyone and everything that doesn't answer her correctly. If only someone could figure out the answer to her riddle, maybe she would leave us alone.
It's man. Okay. Wow, this seems congested. I was just thinking about you.
What walks on 4 legs in the morning,
What?
2 legs at noon,
Come on.
3 legs at dusk, and screams in abject terror now?
That's even more obvious! You basically ruined your own riddle. summon Atlanta. For some reason, it was Oedipus that killed the Sphinx. Okay.
In accordance with the Symphonia Ithacos, we defended our fair city from the horrible Sphinx, who would simply not listen to reason.
Sorry.
We owe the safety of our city to the brave Atalanta, who was clever enough to devise the answer to the Sphinx's riddle. The Sphinx was so shocked that Atalanta solved the riddle, she did not even see Atalanta's deadly arrows screaming towards her. The materials that Lucippum produces will supply lots of cities around the continent with the materials they need. Leave Lucippum in the hands of Noclorida and return to Atlantis. You have more. My plan to become immortal is almost complete, but I need your help to realize this amazing dream. To attain immortality, I must eat ambrosia, the food of the gods. Be on the lookout for an opportunity to find some for me. To cement my place among the gods, I want you to build a pyramid, more spectacular than any other pyramid that has ever been built. Call this pyramid the Pyramid of the Pantheon.
Catchy.
And see to it that it is decorated with sculptures of the gods that have given us everything. I am about to cross the threshold into a new kind of life, and you are too. When I become immortal, the kingdom of Atlantis will be yours to rule.
Yippee!
Urchins, fish, and horses are in my domain, and multiply when I bid them to.
I never really understood the whole horse connection with Poseidon, if I'm frank. Horses are not really capable swimmers.
I've come from the underworld to send you on a crucial quest.
Darn it.
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
Basically, my idea here is to fill in all of this empty space. All of it. Okay, didn't keep track, but I hope that's enough to fill the objectives. And this is nowhere near close. Okay. Maybe a coincidence of Atalanta working with Atlantis, so as she is. Yep. I am going to turn the second to last ring of Atlantis into a giant horse track.
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
I really don't like it when the gods start getting needy. No, that's not right. Okay. Don't freak out.
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
This giant snaking path. I built it for nothing. Put this down. May not even work. I already used the ambrosia cheat for one mission. I'm not going to skip the home stretch. Some priest. Wait. Meat. I must stockpile on meat. Okay, this is incredibly tricky. Not helped by the fact that you can't just select the hippodrome parts that you want.
Worship me, and your coffers will fill to the brim.
Okay, collecting this part. And before you ask, no, you can't create more land by just casting fireballs from heaven into the water. I've done that. It just makes the water shallower.
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
Stop distracting me, Aphrodite. Da, da, da. Okay. Okay, just a little more. Yeah, pretty much the only time the hippodrome pieces don't swap out is when you're linking together the ends of the track. It's finished.
Now that Atalanta is here, you have nothing to fear.
Good.
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
I've noticed that you're running low on food.
Boo, we only gave us fish. She didn't give us any urchins.
All the souls in the underworld congratulate you.
Must be a slow day for them. Hey, what was that about? Housing should not be doing the wave.
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you. If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
Ooh, 68.
Highway to the horsey zone.
Highway to the horse zone.
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
I think I am making a mistake in selling off all of my black marble. Sorry, I sat on my volume control. Oh, hello there.
Soon, you'll
I vaguely remember the monster that was terrorizing Andromeda was a sea dragon named Cetus or something like it. Not the Kraken. The Kraken is Norse, not Mediterranean. Pretty sure Mediterraneans saw octopi in the assorted kin as a food source, not as a terrifying monster.
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
I actually saw the original Clash of the Titans, and I liked it, but I am still confused why it's called that when the Titans don't even factor into the plot. Was it in reference? Is a Kraken supposed to be a Titan?
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
Hello, Schweinpool Poseidon. Do you like olives? Do you like bacon? Do you like shrieking incoherently at random passers-by? Okay, still can't sell olive oil without problems.
Worship me, and your coffers will fill to the brim.
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
It's all a waiting game at this point. It's like fishing.
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you. If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you. If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
Run! Run, little horsies, run! And,
Though your granaries may not be
apparently-
full now, you'll soon have enough food.
Another bit of dumbness on my part is selling off my olives. That's smart. SMRT.
I am SMRT. I don't know what
If
it
you
means
choose
to
me,
me.
coarser gods won't be able to touch you. If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
Okay, how about how about we return here when the pyramid is almost done, okay? And now we're back. And you didn't miss much. Yep. Definitely didn't have a resource crisis that led to half of the city being abandoned before I reallocated fleece everywhere. Nope. That didn't happen. Now to watch as this pyramid of the Pantheon rises. Hera. An early scourge to the Atlantean people.
Worship me, and your coffers will fill to the brim.
Let's take a better look at this. There's Hephaestus. Wait, they don't work that way. What am I thinking? Hades gets a splash zone, and what's the thing doing on this pyramid?
The moment has arrived. The delicious ambrosia has made me immortal. though I could have used some nectar to wash it down. Now, I am to be welcomed as a god by all the Olympians, and you are to be crowned as supreme ruler of the kingdom of Atlantis. As I leave this world behind, I have no doubt that you will continue to lead Atlantis well, perhaps even surpassing my excellence. Remember all that I have taught you, and remember to uphold the Symphonia Ithacos. I will always be watching over you and Atlantis. By the way, I am quite pleased with the Pyramid of the Pantheon. I especially like the sculpture of me that you commissioned and added to the mighty edifice. Well done.
You're Ben Grimm?
Fondest greetings. I am happy to say that immortality agrees with me, and I am doing quite well conducting godly acts. I see that the crown of leadership fits you perfectly. You are masterfully leading the kingdom of Atlantis, and all of your uncles, dutifully leading kingdoms of their own, have told me that they are thrilled with your performance. Best of all, you are setting a fine example for your people by honoring the Symphonia Ithacos. All in Atlantis are following suit, and we gods could not be more pleased with the result. With you at the helm, the future of Atlantis is bright. I am proud to be your father.
And
What shall I do? What shall I do? What shall I do? What shall I do?
maybe next time. Maybe another time. This has been Uncle Swinney with Zeus, Master of Olympus. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, click the little bell notification icon, and I will see you next time.